TJ and Jalen, 4 wins in 3 days, but this one probably is a little bit nicer notch in the belt. You knew, if you live out here, you know Paladero's got a great reputation. What'd you guys do well against them, TJ, from the very beginning? You had to kind of fight through a little bit, but then second, third quarters, you guys were just clicking.
We started off a little slow, but turned it back around, came back and hit shots. It was more started on the defensive end. We got stops in the full court, came back in the half court, got more stops, and turned the stops into buckets.
And Jalen, he said half court a couple times there. You guys like to get up and down, but to me, what you guys did in the half court, slowing it down a little bit when you had to, or when they created that, you guys kind of found things. I think you had 18 or 19 assists as a team. How key is that to be able to adjust to when you're not getting up and down the floor to make sure you're effective when you're slowing it down?
You know, we just gotta move the ball. You know, move the ball as fast as we can. You know, up the court, just score it easy and then getting squeezed as fast as possible.
These 2 games together, these last 2 games, Canyon sounds like they tried to slow you down, play at their pace. Paladuro wanted to get up and down with you. The 4 wins are nice, but these last 2, what does that do for you confidence-wise as a team, TJ?
Confidence-wise, it helps because it was 2 pretty good teams, and we didn't give up. We kept fighting, pushing towards the end, and came out with the win in the end.
Jalen, the way y'all play, I know people like to talk about positionless basketball now, but the way you guys play, it's like, maybe not Tracy. Tracy's a true big guy, but it's like you guys have 4 guys out there that can be guards, can be point guards, can get people the ball. How fun is that to play in that kind of offense where everybody's looking for the next guy?
It was very fun, you know. Just move the ball because we can move the ball as fast as possible and get it deep as we can, possibly an offshoot.
And then I mentioned Tracy at halftime. I don't know if somebody lit a fire under him, if he lit his own fire, but you guys started looking for him. TJ, when you know he's got that kind of that spark in his eye, do you start looking for him, trying to get him going a little bit in the paint?
Of course. It also helped that they didn't really have a big man, so we were able to feed Tracy more towards the second half because we were hitting shots on the outside, so it was easier to feed him on the inside.
And last thing, Jalen, coaches mention this every time I've talked to him, y'all's depth, and that was a big factor today. They couldn't match you guys 7 through 9 or 10. Guys like Lincoln and Chad coming off the bench. They're football guys coming in late, and they probably the first couple of games they look like football guys coming in late, but now it looks like they're getting a little bit more comfortable. How important are those guys to what you want to do this year?
They're very important to the team, you know. Defense-wise, offense-wise, very helpful.
Was that you and Chad that came up with that steal after the long defensive possession? Like one of you guys knocked it loose. Then, to me, that's kind of a signature for you guys. How much did that get you guys going to come up with a ball in that situation?
Very. It was like just a spark to flame in us.
That's that kind of punches a hole in the other team's balloon a little bit too, TJ. This is your second year here. As you've adjusted to the way Coach Page wants you to play that defense, that play that I'm talking about, how key are those plays, even if there's just one or two a game?
It was very key. It showed that they were both bought in, both diving on the floor for the ball, showing effort and showing that they're willing to put their body on the line for the team.